Hey everyone, we're back in the garage at Ducati Mulhouse. This is really cool because we're going to do a little video of a tire installation, the new Pirelli tires that we're going to install on this tire, that we're going to install on this bike. Sorry, as you know, I get lost for words after I'm done riding a bunch. So we're here at Ducati Mulhouse and we've asked Pirelli to send us a brand new set of these Scorpion tires, and I'm going to tell you why. And this is a great example because these tires went from Paris all the way to World Bike Week. And back. And then from Paris, we picked up these bikes and we brought them all the way to Alsace, and we've done a lot of sport touring with them. But just so you guys know, these are the Scorpion Trail tires. So they're a lot more touring and a little bit less performance, but as you guys know, we definitely put it through the pace. So one of the things we noticed about these tires that we want to change the most is after the hard compound in the middle gets really flat, obviously due to three-way, that hard compound goes off to the sides and then the soft compound becomes a little bit more tough. Which we find when we're sport touring and we're leading the corners, the bike starts to wiggle and skip, and we're not a huge fan of that, especially when it becomes really rounded off or flat in the middle. So we got some new tires, front and rear. We're going to do a test on these here in Alsace, and we just can't wait for them to put these tires on. And huge thanks to Ducati Mulhouse and Pirelli Moto for helping us out through our adventures and keeping us safe on the road. You ready? Here comes a cool video. Oh, hey guys. While we're here at Ducati Mulhouse and we're waiting for them to change our Ducati tires, we're here in the dealership, so I'm going to show you around. So real quick, as you guys know, here at Ducati, they are just like sold out of all their bikes. This year was interesting for everyone, especially the smaller dealerships and also the bigger dealerships. And it's so funny because I was here 2 weeks ago and everything was sold out. There was absolutely nothing here, and I see they just got like a little bit more bikes, which is really, really cool. So we have a few more bikes that we want to show you. Obviously, as you guys know, we're on the Multistrada V4S. These are the best touring bikes, sport touring bikes. I'll never say touring because I don't just tour. As you can see, I'm not in touring gear. So, best sport touring motorcycle you could possibly get. Even if you want to add lots of beautiful Ducati Performance carbon fiber, they have all those options for you to feel super racy. And they have this bike here at Ducati Mulhouse. Like everything, sold. And here's another one, sold. So this is really cool too, because as you can see, I'm in this gear, but I really want this gear. I feel like if I had this tan jacket, Gore-Tex with my airbag, smart jacket vest orbit underneath it, it would be completely perfect. But as you guys know, this is if I were completely touring and not sport touring. So really cool gear. I like these colors too. This is obviously the 2023 collection because I have never seen this tan before. I really, really like it. Moving forward, jackets. I have this one. I have this one. We're looking still to get this one, but I think we're gonna get this one at Newport Beach because it's gonna be winter time when we get back to LA. Other than that, as you guys need your performance accessories from Rizoma, sliders, levers, little bits and tricks, you got everything you need here. And this is great. Oh, this is cool. This is that Gore-Tex lever we were just talking about. So this is that tan Ducati Gore-Tex. I've never seen anything like this before, but it looks extremely warm and comfortable. And there's a thing, like why, it's not why would you? You could get lots of warm touring clothing and apparel, but the Multistrada has heated grips and seats. So it's a win-win. Oh, hold on. The Hypermotard RVE 950. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Hypermotards. We rode this one in Ducati Amsterdam. We actually have a review coming soon about this RVE. We absolutely love it, and it's just so beautiful. And I actually heard this year, they only made 500 more RVEs for sale. So they're probably all sold out already because they just want to do a limited production run. I don't know if it's 500 in total or is it 500 for each region or country. So we're gonna look into more of that, but if you need an RVE, this one's not sold yet. Ici, at Ducati Mulhouse, you can get an RVE. Apparel, boots. Ooh, I think we talked about this in Ducati Paris. I think this was the only helmet I'd say I would wear that is a Ducati official helmet from REI, which is great, but still not convinced with the interior and everything that this helmet brand has done. But other than that, it's a really cool Ducati helmet. Boots. I need a new pair of these boots. So just so you guys know, I'll probably show you guys another video. Majority of all my Ducati stuff has holes in it. I'll say that again. All my Ducati gear has holes in it. Look, I think there's like a hole in the back of here or in the back of there because we pulled it. And that's not a bad thing, it's because I test. So I have a hole here, I have a hole here, but I've ridden these shoes. I've worn, ridden, worked out, gym, hiked, biked, traveled for 3 years in 12 different countries with this boot, and it's still holding up and I'm still using it. And maybe it's time to get a new one, but either way, if you're looking for an all-around boot to work, to ride, to jump, to swim, to run through a river, this is the #1 boot from Ducati that I recommend everyone get, and it's absolutely amazing. They're made by TCX, which is now owned by Dainese, and everything Dainese and Ducati do together is fantastic. As you can see, we're wearing it all. Moving on, because I could just keep talking about suits and bikes and stuff like that. So we're just here waiting for our Pirelli tires to get done. So as soon as we're done with that, we're gonna head into the mountains and we're gonna have a great time testing and attacking and talking about these different tires. So they have their scrambler section over here. And as if you guys could remember, in Arizona, we're a huge fan of the night shift scrambler, and that is the most, I wouldn't say iconic, but it's like the most sold scrambler this year was the night shift, and we have one right here. This is a scrambler night shift with my good friend Regan, and all my other good friends have this bike. We actually just sold one for a good friend of ours. It's a girl in Arizona from Newport Beach. I called Newport Beach. I said, hey, I need night shift. They said, man, we just got one. It came in. And my good friend Mia from the States, she's like, hey, I really want one. And we found one for her. Now she's riding a night shift, and she couldn't be any happier. And Mia, if you're watching this video, thank you and we love you. Moving on. Scrambler gear. I love the thing about the scrambler stuff is it's so casual and it's just like all apparel. Like this whole scrambler cafe racer thing, it's all about being casual and wearing a jean jacket, but this has padding in it. This has D3O padding from Ducati and probably most likely the scrambler brand in Dainese, and it's just really good material. So casual but protected, smart. Cool. Yeah, look at this little scrambler right here. This is like a one of those old school fighter pilot jet back in the day logo things with that and the term exhaust and everything like that. So it's I love coming into different Ducati dealerships and seeing different custom bikes, whether it's a Panigale, whether it's a scrambler, whether it's this Multistrada 950S, which I've never seen tricked out like this before. It's really cool to see different model bikes and different sorts of customization and tuning for that region in that area, because it's different around everywhere, and it's just so cool to see. Because You know, as we know, Ducati's a personal thing, and we like to customize our bikes and keep them very personal. And we can see that around here with Ducati Mulhouse, and I like that feel, I like that taste in my mouth when I come to a dealership. All right, I'm squished here. I'm squished. Here, I'm squished. Go this way. Squeeze between the custom bikes. Other than that, this is the dealership. It's lovely, the people here are lovely, and we're gonna go back into the garage. Are you ready? The bike this way. Super cool. Celui-là, il est déjà fait ou Bah, pas. Moi, j'aime bien faire ça. C'est comme brosser les dents, tu vois. Merci. So we're here. They just got the bike. New tires are on. So Michael is going to be very, very happy with his new tires of his bike. They're just cleaning off the bike, as a lovely Ducati dealership should do, and we're really grateful and thankful. So let's go check out these new tires. So we're here, we got the bike back, we got both Multistradas ready to go. I'm about to lose my chain, but huge thanks to Pirelli Moto and Ducati Mulhouse here in Alsace. We got a brand new set of the Scorpion Pirelli Trails for Michael, that way he feels nice and confident when he's leading the bike over and also following me while we're getting content. Really cool, really nice tires, we're a huge fan of this. It's gonna be great for more touring, but as you guys know, we're sport touring, so if we could, we would put different tires on these bikes, but they will have to go back to their press bikes, so they wanted us to keep these tires on here, so we just put them back on, and so far so good. They feel great, they corner great, and I personally really like these tires because on all different surfaces, even this kind of gravelly asphalt that we have here in Alsace right now, because they're redoing a lot of roads because it's summertime, you could come into a corner with these tires at full leaning over, and for some reason, if there's an unsmooth surface and you happen to slide or grip or slide and lose your grip, these tires will catch, this bike will catch. So the combination of the electronics with the Multistrada V4 and the Scorpion Trail Pirelli tires go great together. I now know why, after talking about it and just thinking about it, why they chose this tire for this sort of touring motorcycle. And we will show you more in a few minutes up in the mountains. So stay tuned for an awesome riding review of these Scorpion Pirelli tires, and a huge thanks to Ducati Mulhouse and Pirelli tires for keeping us safe and happy and healthy on the road. Thanks to them, thanks to you guys, and we'll see you soon. Don't catch me losing my chain.